Ibikíbi tí mo bá lọ láyé, ràn mí lọ́wọ́ bàbá kí n máa pàdé ayé. Kó máa rọ̀ bí òjò, kó máa rọ̀ bí òjò. Ajé ògúnlùsọ̀, àní kó máa rọ̀ bí òjò. Kó máa rọ̀ bí òjò, kó máa rọ̀ bí òjò. Ibikíbi tí mo bá.
All right, man. I'm just starting here. Let me share the link. Sunday. Want to talk a little bit, so you'll bear with me. Share the link. Share the link. Share the link. Share the link for me. It is Sunday. Let's make it a fun day.
As a chroma pass a dinner, all on stay on play when they on my dinner. Agree or this sucking it you give it. They know the thing I can kick, but they are treating her just slip. Putting pride for the T-Law, a crossing Poro airline country spotting of people calling them Soko. Why we're probably doing this evil? The Soko can tell them when you make sense of food. I didn't bring it out. I cooking and just sending the president sign it.
Yes, sir. Have to share the link.
So call me Soko.
I'm still restricting off the features here, but
don't call me Soko. Don't call me Soko. I be a pressure to me like that. I said don't call me Soko. I used to be fine like you. Don't call me Soko. He said don't call me Soko. Don't call me Soko. Hey, don't call me Soko. Don't call me Soko. I be a pressure to me like that. I said don't call me Soko. I used to be fine like you. Don't call me Soko. Say we now want drugs. So. Dreams of the support. He said, don't call me Soko. Don't call me Soko. Yeah, don't call me Soko. Don't call me Soko. Be a pressure to me like that. Say don't call me Soko. I used to be fine like you. Don't call me Soko.
all right, man.
Call me Soko. Don't call me Soko. Yeah, don't call me Soko. Don't call me Soko. Be a pressure to me like that. Say don't call me Soko. I used to be fine like you. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh.
Skinny wanna cause trouble.
Please don't stress my stress. Yeah, plenty problem, but I can't kill myself. I just want to enjoy myself. You want to have fast me, but you can't have fast yourself. I just want vibe, I just want chill, I just want bossy, I just want drink, I just want knock, I just want knock, I just want vibe, I just want flocko, and I want stop, and I want nose, and I want stress. So drink one bottle, I cool my chest, so can't kill myself. I can't kill myself. I can't kill myself. I can't kill myself. No money, but we are sad. My life money on the shisha. See the picture we post.
Yeah, man, listening, man. Good evening to everybody. This is your boy Duke Strider, JJ. And I was chilling. I figured, let me just have a conversation. So,
sleep. So
Skinny boy Panto.
I'm on a wear my red brief.
Yes, sir.
Please don't stress my
What's up,
stress.
Rosalind?
Can't put the problem, but I can't kill myself.
Let's go share the link, please.
You wanna have fast me, but you can't have fast yourself. I just want vibe, I just want chill, I just want boss it, I just want drink, I just want knock, I just want, I just want, I just want, I just want knock, I just want vibe, I just want flock, and I want stop, and I want loss, and I want stress, so drink one bottle, I cool my chest, so can't kill myself.
Yeah, man. You cannot.
I can't kill myself. Can't kill myself. I can't kill myself. All friends say you want you. You got friends that you want you. Let's celebrate your breakup. Let's celebrate my breakup. Wale poto, wale papi. What your problems stay away? I need you go far away. Why am I worried when I can pray? Spending money like Dangote. Anything on me, I will pay. Drink the liquor and fornicate. Please don't stress
my stress. Yeah, man. Please don't stress my stress.
problem, but I can't kill myself.
Yes, sir.
I just want to enjoy myself. You want to have fast me, but you can't have fast yourself. I just want vibe, I just want chill, I just want boss it, I just want drink, I just want knock, I just want, I just want, I just want, I just want knock, I just want vibe, I just want flock, and I want stop, and I want loss, and I want stress, so drink one bottle, I cool my chest, so can't kill myself.
Can't kill myself, man.
I can't kill myself. Can't kill myself.
Yes, sir. How you doing, my people? Hope everybody's doing great. Yes, sir. So listen, I was just sitting down, let me hop on a little bit and have a conversation, because there's something that's really important. So I don't intend to be here long, but I intend to just sit down and talk and talk about some very important issues that's actually dear to men. No,
Skinny boy that cause trouble.
I'm gonna share the link.
Take it up with inside and shop it with down. Oh, in the corner, man, you man, I ain't waste time. You want take time, how you doing it before the water enter your harbor? Let's take your face, sweet, but me, pa, walking my dry door. Ah, pakota, pokoto, pakoto. Ah, they can be the pepper, pakota.
Bantu is so funny.
Anything just for my baby, oh.
Bantu is actually funny. This is a dude, talented dude, fun in a special way.
Skinny boy, Panto. All is
Skinny boy that cause trouble.
I like the way you call my hat to. Check out to my way, down, anything like a clap. Check out some money you squat to.
No, I'm not ready.
Skip.
Sure.
Skinny boy that cause trouble.
Feel it well, a woman looking fine, just say she can poop. Her body smooth, I feel fine. Tell her my auntie tutu.
Second to you was up. I know he's his music is actually weird, but he's so talented in the way in which he uses it to make it sound good, right? So that's the thing about it. That's what I really like about it. So, it's pretty hilarious, though. It's pretty funny. People just be funny.
You finish enter the album.
Skinny boy Panto, man. How we do it?
My fire blessing. Una your tete was talking off my fire. That she got on fire. Baby, can pop my
I'll
wire.
probably do an hour or so just talking. Share the link. There's
Why?
something important I want to talk about dear to my
That
heart.
say she can poo poo. Her
This
body.
Sunday, I know our people in church and whatever it is. I was standing with Move.
Let me my head, my girl, you not pay
I'm
rent.
looking through the list to see what kind of clean one that I can actually play here. Oh man, yes sir.
I want you for dinner. I want you for supper. I want you for breakfast. I want you for lunch. I want you for dinner. I want you for supper. Your front farm but your backside to arrange. Paco look pa manco, you know the thing. Follow my yeah, oh, I swear when I let you father. I let to be where I be my own and I let to kanda. Yeah. She said, what can kanda? Ana kanda, kanda. I tell her, Ana kanda. Oh, yeah, monkey kanda. Into the eye, into the eye, into the eye, baby, into the eye, into the eye, into the eye, into the eye, you feel it, into the eye, into the eye, into the eye, into the eye, baby, into the eye, into the eye, into the eye, into the eye, you feel it, into the eye. I want you for breakfast,
That's the boy Skinny Boy Panto, man.
I want you for dinner,
Yes sir.
I want you for supper, I want you for breakfast, I want you for lunch, I want you for dinner. I want you for supper. Into the eye, into the eye, into the eye, baby, into the eye, into the eye, into the eye, into the eye. You feel it, into the eye, into the eye, into the eye, into the eye, baby, into the eye, into the eye, into the eye, into the eye. You feel it.
This is funny music. So listen, you tell from the caption that I posted that there's something pretty what's the word, for lack of better words, there's something important um that I feel that a conversation should be held, a conversation should be held. So let me reduce the echo on this mic. So all right, cool. So um man, let me see where I can start from here. Give me a second. Oh, we'll cut this music off here. All right. So I want to post a quick chat: hypocrisy and the evil that drives um, continued hate. This was an intentional post because I've done some writing, but in addition to writing, I like to actually add my voice, because I think that when you write stuff and you're able to actually articulate it, you're able to come up and actually be expressive about the things that you're thinking about, your thoughts. There's a different value addition, right? And I like to use value addition because I think that's a powerful, uh, you know, something powerful to use, especially when you're trying to lay emphasis on a particular point. So the past few days, you've seen a lot of venom from it. And when I say venom, I mean that there's been a lot of posts directed at certain individuals, and intentionally. I have no regrets, when it comes to posting things about that particular let me see here real quick. I think that the lot of issues. I lost my train of thought because the people here texting me and stuff on the back end. I just need to not pay attention to that. So the lot of things that goes on in our community, and the disrespect, the intentional hypocrisy, deception, and foolishness. And sometimes some of these things come from people that you think people that you think that you've had kind of relationship with, people that you think that there's some kind of loyalty to, people that you think that you will stand up for. But When it applies to you, you don't see the same reaction, right? And that's a valuable lesson in life that all of us can take away from our interaction with people, meaning that you give them the same kind of energy that they give to you. You know, when people give you this nonchalant attitude, when people give you this kind of lame back, don't care when it comes to you type of attitude, you feed that same energy to them because, at some point in time, we have to teach our people a lesson, an important one too, that, you know, um, it is not only about them, you understand, man? It is about, it is about a bigger picture and is about, something, right? That's deeply rooted. So I read about hypocrisy. People tend to have a certain expectation when it comes to you. People tend to have a certain kind of expectation, thinking that you should be the only one that should exercise some level of patience, excuse me, some level of restraint, some level of leadership when it applies to certain things. Because in our own minds, in their own minds, the thing that you're just a mumu, right? That would say that you're the only stupid person who was supposed to receive personal venom and not to give it back. And in the sick minds, the twisted minds that, oh, do that because you're hearing that. It doesn't always work. There's also, in addition to, the outside form of hypocrisy, there's internal hypocrisy and deception. And let me touch on the deception part, the deceptive part. Some of the people will come to you in the back end and pretend and say things and whatever it is, act as if, they have disagreements. Well, let me not use disagreements because I think it will be something, but they share similar value. But then you see them actually lauding the efforts of other people indirectly, still trying to show as if they were so committed to that person. You understand me? And you laugh because you know what is said on the back end, what is said, what are those things that are said in personal conversations. And then it kind of, what's the word I want to use? But it kind of adds some level of validation to your thoughts, right? It makes it not just something that only you are thinking about, but it validates it to the point where it shows that, you know what, this actually makes sense, right? This actually makes sense, and I was right for thinking exactly the way, that I've been thinking. So hypocrisy, deception amongst us, right? And then in addition, evil that drives continued hate. I saw, some kind of indirect post by somebody the last time, that conversation, like, oh man, sometimes, just people, not everything is something you do and stuff. I'm caught different. I'm cut in a different way. The way in which I go about doing things, the way in which I handle situations is completely different. And I trust that. I trust my judgment on issues. I trust my responses when it comes to issues. I really believe in the processes that I implement in my own personal life because it has worked. And I think that based upon the level of success story that I've had, I know that I always make the right decision. But one good thing about me, the things that I do, the decision that I make, they're not driven based upon the perception of people and what I think that, they will think about me. Because the moment you start thinking about people's opinion and people's perception about you, this is when you lose your own value, your own purpose, and you stop running your own race. And so, in the instant of the so-called Liberian community, I really don't add any weight to people's thoughts and the perception and what to think about what I do, because I think there's no value, there's no reason for me to pour into me something that I don't trust, the energy that I don't trust. And so I don't really hold it to a high extent. Because if you look around you, right, those people were talking, those people are saying certain things. If you really think about it, though, if you think about it in your own mind, you know, I mean, what is it that they're doing in their own personal life that convince you to say that you need to stop doing what you're doing to listen to what they're saying because you think that it actually makes sense? Absolutely not. And that's why I continue to be fiery as I can, determined, purposeful, intentional, and react to things that I believe that are necessary. But hypocrisy, deception, and the evil that drives continued hate. We live in this community where a lot of these people have this personal, this animosity towards other people. For instance, in the ANC, There's been this kind of venom thrown at you when you support Alexander Cummings and the ANC for no obvious reason, or either because think that people have their own personal whatever it is, right? But Liberians, we think that some of our people think that, the majority of them think that they're the only ones who should be talking, and other people that they're talking to only the only role that they have to play is just listening. There's this thing here about community and control that people think that they should continue to be the ones at the forefront, suggesting, making decisions. Other people should only listen because their thoughts, the things that they think out here, the things that they say, should be the law of the land. It doesn't work that way with people. Let me tell you something. For me, I'm this kind of person who's a free bird. Hmm? I fly according to my own direction. I move according to my own energy, and I make decisions that are driven, right, based upon my thoughts, my energy, and the things that I believe that are right. And so I don't listen to stupid people and their opinions. I don't hold weight. I don't add any kind of value to it because I believe that I trust, or because I trust my thoughts, my decisions, and the directions that I set forth for myself. So day before, a couple of days ago, probably 2 days ago, I woke up early in the morning, and then when I looked at a bunch of phone messages and then social media comments, and stupid, a customer had made some kind of remark. Now, let me be very clear here. Public People who are in the public faces, or people who are certain in public positions, should be open to scrutiny. And so at no point in time will I ever think that public scrutiny, isn't necessary, right? That's far from the truth. But where I draw the line is when it goes from being, focused on, the truths, when it moves from being about discussing things that are truthful, honest, driven, to intentional insults because somebody thinks that they're the only person who have the mouth to utter or to spew, right, things that are, directed at people because some section of society thinks that they've given them some kind of authority to say those things. And now you do it so much that you cross path with somebody that wouldn't settle for that bullshit. And clearly speaking, the react, the take matters into their own hands, and the response, the responder becomes nasty. It becomes, it becomes personal. And then some of the same people who goes under these posts and they try to, pretend, then they come in the back end and they want to make peace. I'm not for that shit. I'm not for it. Don't call me in the back end. Don't try to stop me from doing what I'm doing, from responding when you don't have the courage to call out people when they're being disrespectful to other people. But then in the back end, you want to create this level of pretense because you think that, oh, I can't come in the public to say this. I should. No, don't play that shit with me. I don't sit in the back end and talk to people who wouldn't stand up for the truth. Because if I stood up for you and you don't have the courage and you don't have the balls enough to speak when you know it is wrong, especially when somebody's saying something that's absolutely disrespectful, wrong, but because you think that you want to play this kind of political gimmicks and stay and then talk on the side, come in the back end, I don't play that shit. And that's why I will walk a fine line with a lot of you, because you people are very deceptive, dishonest. You're not trustworthy. You're self-centered, and you think that it's only about you. You think that it's only about you. And going forward, I only direct my energy to people who deserve it, and only put my neck on the line for people who deserve it. I only speak on the issues for people who deserve it. Because I know some of you are cowards. You don't have the courage to speak when it's necessary because you think that you want to benefit from here and there. And so you have this pretense, you push this level of pretense, and you try to act as if you're the only one can be calculative about how you deal with situation. I don't operate like that, and I will not settle or force myself into subscribing for the level of foolishness that I've actually seen in this community. It's not gonna happen. Absolutely not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Somebody's gotta be bold and intentional, and somebody's gotta take on the task of stopping this nonsense of deception, hypocrisy, and those evil that drives continue hate. A lot of the venom that's actually poured at good people is driven, these venom are driven based upon hate. It is. It is not based upon truthfulness. It's not based upon people think that they have, facts and they have all of the truths or the things that they're saying that truthful. It's just, no, these things are driven on personal hate, right? And some of you, some of you, some of you are the reason why we have a lot of problem in this community, because you don't have the courage enough to stand up to some of these people that are being evil, that's being disrespectful to other people, because you think that you need to play on both sides. And some of you will come and pretend that you have good relationships with other people, then you go over there, you pretend that whatever it is, that kind of energy is not something that some of us can actually welcome across us. But let me go here quickly because I'm not here for long and stuff, and I want to and I want to be very very quick on here. So what I've written and what I will continue to write, they're facts. You don't mess around with people. You don't utter things that are untrue about people and think that they will sit there and just watch you continue to spew your rubbish, right? Or continue to go on with this character assassination of people. You don't do that. You understand me? You don't do that, Hesiata. You can't continue to push this brand of character assassination on good people. Can't do that. And what's even second is some of you have relationships here with me. But you sit down and you live this life of pretense and you encourage some of those nonsense because you're not truthful. What's up, Dixon? This is a sad thing. Some of these people call you friends. They call you family. They call you brother. But they sit there and the low-key support some of these things directed at people close to you, and they can't stand up. But you know what? They expect you to stand up for them. How many times have I been in the back? Some of you call me, oh, there's that, because you want other people to stand up for you. When it comes to other people, you don't speak up on these issues because you think your rules are mighty. But you know what? We will direct unnecessary energy to some of you. And we know now, because some of you are worthless piece of garbage, you only want to be close to people and use them when it's convenient for you. But when it becomes the other way around, you don't stand up, you don't speak on these things because you bunch of hypocrites. When it comes to other people, when somebody's actually maligning the character of other people, you don't say shit about it. But when it comes to people that are of interest to you, then you think that you can come on the back end and try to use, or not use, I wouldn't say use, but try to build relationship so some other people can fight your battles. Hypocrisy. And this brand of hypocrisy is the reason why we have this continued wickedness in this particular community. And shame on a lot of you. Embarrassing. And when a man or one of these guys insulting the hell out of you on social media, you'll come crying in the back. But you don't have the courage. The courage to stand up when these idiots are pushing lies about other people, all because you're thinking, oh, that's not my fight. Nobody needs you to fight or even say anything. But these are the things that we're talking about in this community amongst our people. People who sit there, you don't speak. And one of the most disrespectful stuff, I wouldn't go into it, to call me behind and try to, they meant something here. But then at the same token, while you call me behind, to talk to me, then you go on a post and stuff down there to laud certain things. And you're playing this balance. I don't like hypocrites. Let me tell you today. I don't like hypocrites. And some of you will stay far away from because you're not truthful people. You know, loyalty is rare these days. And if people show you that they lack loyalty, don't put your back or your neck on the line for them. Don't call me your brother. Don't call me your partisan. Don't call me anything. If you don't show any ounce of loyalty to people who are there for you, and you encourage bad behaviors from idiots because you think that you need to play political sensitive about politics and stuff, trust me, all of us would be nasty about it and intentionally. Many of you are a bunch of hypocrites. You're evil people. You're very deceptive, and you're a bunch of users. You're part of the reason why Liberia is in the rut that is in, because some of you are convenient users. You don't stand up to speak the truth when it's necessary. You only think that you can talk when your name is on the line, or you think that people close to you are on the line. Then you go and start carrying yourself out there as if you're some kind of model person. Oh, you know, what's all the inside for? And this, who cares about you? Because some of you act like you have so much values and you don't have shit of a value. Some of you act as if you're so well put together. Okay? Some of you act like you're so classy and you're trashy. You're a bunch of raw piece of garbage. I see some of you on social media. You're raw in person. You're raw. Y'all can't even sit in any kind of civilized settings. But y'all want to determine that other people's actions are a certain way. What the hell are you? You know? What the hell are some of you? Bunch of nobodies run around and just talk shit and act as if you're something. Keep quiet. Y'all want to set the standard for other people. When the same people you guys are trying to set standard for, when you sit there and other people are disrespectful, y'all don't say it. But then when people react, then y'all go around and pretend as if they are the problem. Okay? They're the problem. Y'all only react when other people are stepping up and speaking up. Then when we react, when I say stuff, oh, then there's that the rest of it. Y'all don't have the courage to look at some of these people and tell them that they're wrong. Y'all only look at people who are standing up. This is the problem with Liberia. Those who get abused become the ones that they direct their hands at and blame for the problem instead of the abusers. Nobody goes back to what happened, what triggered stuff, but we're a bunch of cowards and lunatics. And these relationships in this community, trust me, I tell you, some of us will set a complete, this particular line between some of you. Trust me. I know this stuff, and I'm telling you, and we in this community, we will continue. And I know some of you, many of you do these things because you are bootlickers. You will come on the back end and stuff because you will move the needle. And that's when some of us will show up and intentionally block you. Because loyalty is something that you hold. You something. Now, let me quickly go into that because I'm not here to talk long. I just want to be truthful and just get up. Why am I posting against that roach? And why would I continue to do that? It's about principle. Just how I will stand up for any other person when it comes to my family, when it comes, look, as long as it is true. Now, if my family or anybody in my family did something that was wrong, I will be the first person to criticize. Trust me. That one, you easily get something. But when it comes to disrespect, when it comes to something that's been political, and the only reason why they're doing this is because I've been leaking a lot of shit about the Unity Party lately. So this thing is happening because of the same political play. It's not because of true political politics. That's why I said we should be careful of how we sit down and pay attention. Because when these people politically are coming and bringing nonsense because of who you're associated with, it's not for one person. So be mindful because it will continue to somebody else and somebody else. So everybody will have the day. Some of us will tougher, will stronger, so we'll fire back. We know how to go after them and hurt them where it hurts the most. But the weak ones, when it happens to them, they will know. So I don't have absolute problem if accusations or conversations about the truth, but if it becomes, or it is focused on lies, then this is where we draw the line. And I will say this, my stuff, trust me, it been hurting people. I know that the vagabond, the piece of trash posting out there, oh, I get to school, I got this, that, the rest of it. You don't post more yet. Damn loser. That don't make you a shit. Because at the end of the day, you got to come in the damn workforce. You know what the workforce is built on? It's built on honesty, credibility, work ethics. You don't have work ethics. You don't have any discipline. You're a liar. You're damn rogue. All you've done all your life is actually relied on other people, exploited them to get by. You think who uses that kind of mess? Nobody tolerate that shit. So you're fooling yourself. The ordinary stupid people will run there and say because they want their peace. But we know how the system works. We know what it is. When you get in the big ball league, the one that really determines your productivity is the real work. In the actual life work environment. And in that environment, hypocrisy, losers, and people with this, crab mentality, these people who are worthless pieces of shit, who have exhibited nothing that shows any commitment to a process, they don't thrive in those kind of environment. Losers, wicked people don't thrive. So nobody care about the extra BS and whatever it is and stuff. Those are the things that losers use and try to dangle around and try to think that they have something to value, they're holding on to. And then other losers and other fools and stuff who sit there, oh yeah, the Lord, and the rest of it. Nobody give a damn. Nobody absolutely give a damn. I am willing to be labeled in whatever ways. I don't care. I don't care what you think about me, my reaction, what I should be doing. I absolutely do not care. Like I tell all of you, the friends that you make are not my friends. The people politically that you want to align with, they're not people I am interested in. I am absolutely not interested in them. That's why you don't see me in the circle. I built my own circle and I sit with people that I believe have the kind of character for me to be around. So I don't care about the whole extra nonsense about your people and your connections and all of the BS there. That's none of my business. I absolutely do not care. Don't care. Don't give a damn. Absolutely, I have zero interest in that. And this is why I continue to do what I do. Oh, yes. Because look, I tell you all the time that when you live a life wherein you're freed, you don't give a damn about the other people's opinion, and everything that you are is not built on the foundations of other people, absolutely do not care. The only people that matters to me, I know them, and I know who they are, and I know the conversations we have. But when things happen in life, you learn to know the people who are with you. Yes, upstairs, exactly. When things happen, you get to know. You know the hypocrites. And you laugh. And then you prepare because there will come a time. Some of those hypocrites, they're quick to forget. And you look them in the eyes and say, nah, don't bring that shit around me. Don't bring it around me. Go away. Because all of you are part of the evil spirits here. Y'all sit down, y'all see people saying shit, y'all want to play political, y'all want to act like be acceptable to other people. Then behind the scenes, y'all want to come and act like we got freaking relationships. No. My dollar is not being invested in people who don't buy into what I stand for. Don't call me for help when you sit there and you tolerate people who are evil people in this community. Don't ask me for shit. If you sit down and you see people being disrespectful, you don't speak up, then you sit down and want to come in. No, it's not going to work. All of us now will learn to only prioritize those who we care about and who give a damn. Because this community is filled with a bunch of hateful, stupid people. And especially if people close to you, characters are on the line, and people who know you and know that person can say a damn thing about it and lower that and sit that and pretend as if they got blackers on. No. I don't need that kind of energy. So I won't stop. Because I've noticed, I'm very observant. Some of them will call me in the back. Oh, but you this, that, you rest of it. They leave it, this, that, the rest. I look at it and laugh. But then so many, you see them out there, they're on the same people play. Oh, this, that, the rest of it. Nah, 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 nah. Take your negative energy away from me. I don't want to have anything to do with you. No, don't bother me. Don't say anything to me. Don't come in the back. I don't need any relationship with you. When we're in any gathering or any conversation, let's keep it like that. Don't bring your energy around me because I hate hypocrites, deceptive people. People who think that on the outside they can portray themselves to be something else. And on the back end, they want to call and act as if, oh, this, that, that. No, I don't play that kind of game. If you can't stand up outside, don't come in the back to me. I don't need loyalty from you. Family, whatever it is. No, 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 no. Don't bring that shit to me. Keep it far away from me. I don't like fake people. I don't. There's so much of them in the space. So much of them in the space. Some of them will be in your inbox telling the same shit about some of those people. And you will see them there pretending. This is the pretense about people I don't like. And then the same people will try to act as if they're so well-mannered. Imagine. You think you're well-mannered than anybody? Look, I tell people all the time, one thing that I've been fortunate to have, thankful to God, is self-control. I know the things that I do, trust me, I have control. I have control. I have control over the things that I do. Intentional, calculative. Intentional, calculative. I do have control over the things that I do. Yeah, I do. And I know how to be very professional when it's necessary, to have the conversations that I need to have when they're necessary. Oh, yes, I do. Trust me. Absolutely. That's why I tell you all the time. Some of them will come and say all the rubbish and stuff. Put yourself across on another platform. Let's talk the issue and see if you have a better output than me. Absolutely not. This is a gift. This is a gift. I know what I'm blessed with to communicate, to talk to people. I have that. The energy that you bring to me is the same way I would direct it at you, the same kind of energy I would direct at you. The same kind of energy that I will direct at you. You'll sit down here and stuff down the people that are not even in your damn interest. Y'all think y'all still gotta have relationship with them. You're promoting a brand, somebody's not there, the after and everything. You know, in the neo politics. That's hypocrisy. I don't do hypocrites. Trust me, I'm a self-made person. I don't need relationship affiliation with deceptive people. Absolutely not. But I like to put these things out there because I don't have things I say as it is. The same energy you direct at other people to direct it at you. And look, I have the gift of talking. You can't out-talk me. You can't outwork me. That's a losing battle. There's nobody that will sit across any stage from me. I wouldn't drag you if we're talking about issues, whatever it is. Because there's certain kind of energy, certain kind of control that you need to have. So why have I been pouring the venom out there? Because it is necessary. And I will continue to spew venom. And the idiot in question, which person there is up, because when you call him worthless piece of shit, you can get her and you put out there, oh, I take class this time, yeah. I scored a grade, yeah. You don't show your report card, yeah. I will make you show your report card. Foolish speaking. I will make you show even the brief you wore the next day. You want at first get, you'll show it because you won't be long. Huh? You'll show it. You'll show the report card along with all your dirty clothing I will throw outside one by one. You don't reach the see what part you reach that. One person does not have this exclusive control or this control or being crazy or being rude or disrespectful to other people. And this community needs to stop acting as if it sets the standard for how people operate. Because the standards some of you have are not honest, they're deceptive form of standards. Yeah, you know, but we retaliate. Some of you should know me. I'm a one-man army. A fire necessary. I don't care. I got our force. I like it, you know. But when you start going into territories that you don't need to be touching, we will respond. I will respond. Let me tell you that. Hmm? I will respond. And you will be in your feelings because trust me, nothing moves me. Mm-mm. I tell you this, you don't get to me. I get motivated to be more ruthless. I do. I become motivated, I'm pushed to become ruthless. But I thought I actually have this conversation about hypocrisy, deception that drives continued hate in this community. There are too many people among you who are a bunch of hypocrites. They don't speak in the public on issues, but they think they can come behind closed doors and talk to you. But then they go out there and actually identify and sit. And when the same people are being stupid, they don't speak. But they think they can come on the back end. You got the wrong person. Some of you got the wrong person. I keep telling you, I don't know why y'all continue. Some of y'all even think that y'all can mess with me. I don't know why some of you have not learned. Hmm? Somebody that's got nothing to lose, that's self-made, that don't rely on anybody else to be able to thrive. You're wasting your time because that person will destroy you. And that's what I would do. Since I destroyed that young man and took away everything from that platform, he has never been the same again. He has been hurt. That boy used that platform to call people and stuff. Now it is worthless. As expected, it is like everybody else's platform because there was nothing extra about that nonsense. There's been a personal hurt in his heart. The business guy, the business chakla. All the people that used to put $1, $2 and stuff under the bounce. And come here, post report card on film. We'll give a damn for you, dude. What price that? Come back when you want to brag. Come back with solid brag. The day you're using the money that you work for to be able to sponsor yourself and work jobs and take care of family and drive things around here where I scamming people and exploiting people with something, go sit your pee butt down. Now when your education's been paid off the backs of scamming people and selling the Liberian people protest, you want to come here? Something that's worthless anyway, you sit there and shit down there, ain't got no damn experience and probably go back Liberia and sit down and go run in public for public office and nobody will elect your little dummy because your asylum request was not approved anyways. You know now when they're not approved and study on that status, so that nothing else they can do. I keep taking classes and stuff because you take classes and stuff, the people will kick you back. They'll force you in a removal process. So you gotta do that. So and that's the game, right? That's what you gotta do. You know, I'm telling you, you know, honestly speaking, that's what you do. When you have, we know the level, you ain't got paper and stuff, you got low standards, you got still on the school team, you got to order your remover. So you got to do that. Nobody give a damn about that shit anyways. That's your personal shit. Don't mess with people who will come back at you real hard. You think you got bigger mouth. I don't only thrive in the monologue setting, but across I'm very, 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 very flexible when it comes to things. And I say this, we will kill you with the facts. I pray for the day where our community, our country will move away from idiots, from criminals. Imagine people who are abusers looking at good people and calling them abusers. This is the madness in Liberia. Imagine criminals calling other people criminals. Imagine people who are noted for scamming other people, telling other people that they were criminals. This is crazy. Look, all of us should be courageous enough to hold people accountable in public office who have issues. Questionable. I don't disagree. But when you're calling people out about fraud, let's look at the messenger. You can't claim to accuse other people of deception and fraud when you are fraudulent. When there's been a pattern history of blackmailing, yellow journalism, if you even want to dignify that. Come on, man. Think about it. We should be motivated, I agree, to fight for our country and call out people who are doing the wrong things. Yes, even if it's family member, we will, as long as they're true. But look at the messenger. And this is what some of you miss. Some of you who are claiming to be self-righteous. Some of you who think that you now have to stand up for how people should act. Because in your mind, you think that you're good. You want to set the standard for other people, but in your own self, you're broken. I don't want to go there with you because I'll take away. But if you're truthfully about the message and the truth and setting the standard, then the standard that you should be focused on is not supporting people who have shown you time in time that they are criminals. Criminals cannot tell other people they're criminals. This man, this boy has been at the forefront front of every major scam. Every major scam. Imagine at what point in time will we be truthful? But you see, though, some of the same people who say, oh, they're all over when they're talking, they did that point zero. But mind you, they are the worst ones because they are the ones who are feeding this kind of destructive behavior that they've been critical of. Imagine many of you will criticize of George Weah. You will call him names. You will talk about all of these people. You will say about all what great people are doing. Let's see what this, that. But guess what? You are feeding the same bad behaviors because you have this selective way of dealing with things and people, and you think that certain people don't deserve being talked to because you know what? You have that kind of relationship with them. Think about it. This is the hypocrisy that we talk about in this community that needs to stop. You understand me? That needs to stop. The hypocrisy that we talk about, that needs to stop. We say this all the time. All the time we say this. All the time. But look, hypocrisy, deception, that drives continued hate. And y'all think that y'all only want to know God and y'all have class and y'all have, something. Oh, don't forget the people. Go do that. But you know about who give a damn what you think. Label me whatever way you want to label me. I absolutely do not give a damn about you. Say whatever you want to say politically. You cannot outwork me and the efforts to work. You know what I've done today since I woke up? Putting in the work. That some of you will not even make the sacrifices with somebody throwing you a dime on a meeting for an hour, another one for that. Put in the work and putting things together and stuff. And some of you wouldn't do a dime of what we do, but you think that you know everything. Oh, you're not politically. Oh, you can't be all over the place. Now, who the hell are you? Who the hell are you to tell people what they can or cannot do? Nobody's stupid here. Nobody listening to a bunch of idiots like you. Because you guys are the reason why we have this issue in our community. And certain people who are just intentionally destroying this place. Because of your hypocrisy, your selective amnesia, all of the nonsense that you do. I don't care about your opinions. I don't give a damn about what you think. If you get triggered by what I do, step up to the plate and say something. Let's go at it. I don't care. I'm not looking to be friends with you. I'm not looking to even tolerate you. I could see you and pass by your face. You hear the worst thing happen about me. Don't come there. I do not give a damn. This is how happy I am with who I am. I know who I am and everything that I am. I love it. My life is not based upon how people feel about me and I don't give a damn. That's on you. I'm not looking to build relationship with you. The people I'm looking to build relationships with to drive the things that I need to drive, right? I know who they are and I know the conversations I have with them. I am not looking for your opinion or your perception or whatever you say. I do not give a damn. Absolutely do not give a damn at all. Yes, I don't. I'm not the typical Liberian. I don't fit into your box. I don't give a damn what you think, what I should be saying, how I should go about it, who's doing this and he's doing that. I absolutely do not care. I will stand up for the people that I care about. Even the people that I do not care about, once it's aligned on principles, I would do so. I would do so with dignity. That's why I don't come to you to support anything that I do. You don't see me here putting GoFundMe. I don't come as this shit. I don't even put myself and I go ahead and talk and do what I can do and I walk away. Because what I am is not, created by you or any other person who thinks that, oh, you doing that? Oh, they are doing it at ANC. They're putting it. Who give a damn? Y'all think other people can insult other people and they shouldn't talk because of political party affiliation? Y'all stupid. You think I care? Liberian people can decide who they want to do. That's the business. We will fight. We'll speak to the people we have control of. We will continue to pound the pavement. Whatever the Liberian people decides up to them, guess what? God willing, thankfully speaking, if they put themselves in the predicament where they have to go to something that their business, that's the business. It's up to them. Thankfully speaking, I got my daughter. One more year from now, that will be walking into college. And fortunately, she was born in a country that gives her a lot of opportunity. Will probably work her way, earn a scholarship and stuff, and go to school and get a quality education. God willing. Few days from now, we'll be going to driving school to get her driving license and start experiencing that thing that a normal child should experience. Sadly speaking, a lot of these young people in our country have not experienced anything. And some of you are so selfish because you don't want the same for other people's children. And so when we speak up, you want to politicize it. You want to think that because we're talking, one thing about them, when they can't control you, when you're torn in the flesh, then they start finding other ways to paint you as if you're the problem. No, the problem is not you. The problem is them. The next time somebody complains about you, look at the person who's complaining and their history. These are people with low self-esteem. They tolerate abuse from other people. They've probably been abused all their lives. And they sort of think that everybody should be acceptive or receptive to abuse and insults and lies. That people can lie on you or people that you care about and just let it be. No, I don't play that game. I absolutely do not play that game. And it becomes personal. It becomes personal. I would go all out. I do not give a damn about your feelings. This boy's been hurt since I took his platform away. I destroy everything based upon truth. The lies were true. And he has been hurt. And the intent here was not, it was the truth. No, listen. Say the truth. Don't act like you have something so extraordinary when we all know it is not the truth. You continue to feel sour all you want. Throw things around and have conversation with a little friend. You know what? This is why I'm not part of any association in this community. You know what? Because y'all sit down in your own misery hubs and stuff, and y'all have your own stupid cliques, unproductive, ignorant bunch of nitwits and dim dumbs or ding dongs or whatever the hell they were called and stuff, and you think everybody's subjected to that. Trust me, I don't give a damn about your little circles and the people you communicate about politics. You say you can go ahead and say whatever the hell you want to say. I am not interested being around you or associated with you or who you think that you have a relationship with that's in certain political parties that I affiliate with. I don't give a damn. Because what I am and the sacrifices I made is not defined by you or either of those people. I do it from here. And I have reasons why I do things the way that I do. If I sat there and I stand there every day and defending Mr. Comics against the same lies and deception and other people, and it is done to somebody I care about, and I can say it, shame on me. I'm not going to be that person. And I don't give a damn about you. Some of you are damn hypocrites and stuff. You can go ahead and live in your ball of hypocrisy. I do not give a damn. I'm not here to appease you. I'm not here to listen or dance to your tune. I don't care. We don't build people to worship us or to chase us around and say this. That if we have to do it, trust me. We have young people, hundreds, more than hundreds of them all over social media. Some of them will put data on the phone and stuff. You know what I tell them? Don't ever come on my post to jump into a conversation because that's not why you're here. Stay away. So we don't build people to follow and say shit and stuff and whatever. No, I don't do that stuff because I know I can handle my own. If you think you have the balls to get in any kind of sparring with me and want to be stupid, trust me, nobody's stupid here. I will unleash and unload venom there. And I made a man that start publishing his report card. Huh? The same report card in Liberia, a power was not going to PTA meeting to go sign. Today he can go on social media so a virtual paper then can go sign it. I will make that picking to have some sense. When you get to the soul of people, the core of people, and you know you're hurting them, they start doing some stupid things. You'll do it. The next time you run around showing the brief that you're wearing, because I will hit you. I know how to play with words. I can use it and I can talk to. I'm not a stupid man. I'm a smart guy. Oh, trust me. And I like it. I like to be combative, strategically combative. And if it needs to get nasty, we will. Trust me. Oh, I can do it too. I can really do it. I live in that DMV area. I got some controls there. Yeah, let me just throw it out there. And it's not only me. There's a lot of people attached to me too now. So all of us can be ruthless. I can play with words. I can be very nasty. And I know what to do when I have this mic in front of me. So continue to play stupid. Y'all continue to bask in hypocrisy. Y'all continue to allow people to disrespect y'all. Y'all accept it. I wouldn't accept it. I'm not going to accept disrespect from anybody. And I respond. I absolutely respond. Trust me, it doesn't move me. I love it. I love it. I love stepping up to the plate. When I'm challenged, I like to respond. I love challenges. I love when people push me there. Oh, yes. I was already looking for something to get busy with, and you try that. I can multitask. Finally, listening. All of this, through all of this, my people, let me say this to you. Look, we want to be able to have conversations, normal conversations. Yes, but when people are telling you that they're uninterested being respectful and professional, you don't continue to be the professional one. Sometimes you got to scoot down to people's level. Then you dirty them and leave them where they belong. And then go to higher heights. That's what I'll do. Deal with you, put you where you belong, and move on to higher heights. Because at the end of the day, I know who I am. I know what's inside of me. That's the thing. You know, look, when you have self love, when you have value for yourself, when you know who you are, nothing moves you. I keep telling people it is one of the most fulfilling things. And young people, listen to me. When you love yourself, when you know who you are, when you know who you are, you're not easily carried away. This is the beauty. Look, when you know who you are, when you know who you are, my people, let me tell you this. Young people, I want you to learn this is not something that is so often seen in our community. Too many of our people come from a hurt perspective. Some of these people have not lived in the period or in the sense of family and the sense of independence. They never had that kind of father figure or that person to guide them to feel good about themselves. Some of these guys who are claiming to be part of the political landscape, some of these guys, they have never ever been around success before. They've never felt the value of family. They've never been there to experience what real love is. So they're damaged inside. They don't know what it is. They have not experienced life. Some of these boys came from Saclay, let me say nothing, to the people in Saclay and stuff. Let me just put it out there. And they came to Monrovia a few days ago and they went over there and they started something. So some of them, the same hate, the same envy, the same jealousy, the same animosity, they try to push on other people. Love yourself, my people. Look, if there's any way, let me tell you here today, one of the things that driven me, the reason why I love me and I can sit and be happy where I am and in my corner and appreciate everything that I am is because of self-love. It's because of knowing who I am. It's because that I'm not easily moved into wanting what other people have or trying to be affiliated with persons or individuals because of recognition. Hell no, I've been there, done that before. I have been there, done that before. How many people have called me, oh, I didn't know your powers? No, it's none of my business. The same Venezuelans amount of food talk about. I never set my foot in Liberia one day. I was grinding. When I wake up in the morning, it's the grind. Some of you wouldn't know. I sit there 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. So when I get off here and start go sit down, I go do my papers and stuff and put my things in place. The grind. Be available and help people when it's necessary. Working on the back end and doing things. Helping people. Yeah, my whole place and my whole office is loaded with social, computers, phone, tablets, right? Bags of cell phones, everything here, computers, desktop, everything to send to Liberia. You know why? Because people like us don't care. And even when it comes to the politics, we're not out there trying to prove anything to nobody. Because some of the people that you see out there and stuff, and this, that, the rest, we don't even go to the extent in terms of the depths of our involvement. Because we're pretty quiet people. I just live a life that I'm comfortable with. So my intent here is to let especially Liberians and young people know. Look, the easiest way to get lost is to continue to bask in the foolery of this community where you think that you need to chase behind people because you think that they have some kind of ego, some popular, something you want to be affiliated. No. Learn to be yourself, create your own glory, and enjoy being around yourself. Know your self-worth. Don't ever subject yourself to being the sideshow for somebody else. And this is why a lot of you get carried away, and especially with stupid people who should have no control or no decision in how you move on in life. You allow them to have a say on you because you're so obsessed to this glamour, this foolishness outside, and this so-called thing about popularity and platforms and shit, and you get lost in the process. But at the end of the day, though, when you see the characters, the kind of individuals that you're availing yourself to, you will find out that you've actually traded the value in you to chase around stupid people who don't have any value. And I love it. I would have been carried away today with CDC because of Nora Bono, my family. Let me say again, because I wanted to oppose again and something there, which I don't care at all. I could have done that. We will have actually stopped criticizing the we administration because we have people closely connected to the administration. But why do you think we did that? Why do you think we continue to push harder and continue to go after them? Can't you think for a second? If we wanted to be easily carried away in the path of the foolishness in this place here, we would have always gone to the side where we would think people are out there and they're together and they're clicking stuff. I don't give a damn about that. You think some of us are built to follow people? We're leaders. You think a man like me will sit in the room across from a bunch of bozos and stuff in the unity party and sit and subject myself to stupid people when I know I'm financially stronger than a lot of those bozos in there? To take instruction from lowlifes and douchebags and halfways? You crazy? This is why they have personal problems with a lot of us. Because they're not people that they can bring the nonsense to. And so if they can't do that, then they start crafting this message about you. and try to make people think that you're this way. But who cares about what they think? I don't give a damn. Because I know who I am. And this is the message to all of you. Know who you are. Value your self-worth. Always believe in your abilities versus following other people for recognition or trying to bask in other people's glory. Some of these fools were nowhere around when we're at the echelon of leadership in that damn country. I hate to say this thing, but sometimes it is necessary because some of these fools need to learn. When Costa was stealing the commissioner's chicken in Brewerville, he was nowhere around. When that boy was stealing chicken, when you felt it looking in Brewerville, who the hell was he? An absolute nobody. Today they come around and run their mouths and talk and say all kinds of rubbish. And because some of us just remain mute about certain things, and then like, oh, that ain't bad. They're strong. You strong where? You strong where? Where are you strong? Prey on the ignorance of people? That's where your strength lies. Your strength lies in the weakness of other people. Not availing yourself to competition. Being worried about people who have a stronger output than you. Look, some are not stupid. We don't subscribe to that bullshit. And let me say this here, we'll keep this thing on social media, we'll continue to engage, but don't ever think that you can step out of social media and try anything stupid. I want you to leave it around there. Yeah, I'm not even going to go into that. But we are competent enough, strong enough to fire back, to respond. To respond. To respond. Imagine people who are corrupt, people who have lived the life of being a blackmailer. People who have the opportunity to sit down and pay for the tuition at American institution because of monies from government and exploiting people, telling you. Some of us went to school in this country and continue to go to school in the country, not because the monies we use from our blood, sweat, and tears are the hours we put in our work, the sacrifices we make, the bonuses we have to sponsor our education. It is not driven on the backs of anything from Liberia. How dare you compare yourself to people like us? When what you do, the things that you pay for, they're driven because of politicians and people who have exploited the people of Liberia. You think that's a comparison to make? When you brag about education, when you brag about succeeding, brag because you've actually worked hard to succeed. The monies that you've actually used to attend this institution, the tuition you paid at this institution, these tuitions were paid because you use an honest money from yourself, your blood, sweat, and tears, not off the backs of people who are feeding it to you or on scholarships or government. Guess what? I can brag on. My education was not paid for because of government scholarship. The monies that I used to pay for credits were not based upon the government of Liberia. It was based upon countless hours of working, grinding, sweating, doing all I can to pay for classes after classes. And I'm proud of that. I was not made because of government money. What I am is not because of stealing from people or blackmailing people or being corrupt or sitting on the scrutum of other people. When we get on live, when we get on radio station, we do these things, they're not being paid by people. It is because of the sacrifices, the financial contributions we make. The hard work, the dedication, and all of the things that we do is not because people gave us that extra pass. Nothing that we are today is because of the things that you think we got it from. Absolutely not. Criminals like you have it easy because you've actually used the pain of the Liberian people to put yourselves in better position. Don't go there with us. Don't compare yourselves with us. Don't label us because you are the real criminals, not us. When you saw the protest of the Liberian people to get $250,000 Liberian dollars, when you're on the payroll of the government of Liberia, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, when your education is paid for by warlords and all of the criminals that destroy Liberia, don't come here bragging because our education and everything we are, those things were not paid based upon exploiting the Liberian people. It was based upon our work, going to interviews, talking, finding our way into positions, working and using the bonuses and the monies that we made to allocate it to something to fuel into our growth. And we're proud of that. Working jobs, taking care of children, paying for basketball games, paying for this, activities, and all of that stuff, taking care of things. We rode the backs of success, working hard, not off the backs of government or going and stealing from people or blackmailing people. No, none of everything, none of the things that we are was based upon corruption. Know that shit. So when some of you go on a post and lies about people, oh, that's what this, that's what it said on the. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Every day we grind, we fight, we strive, we beat the odds, the adversities, we look at obstacles, we go through them, we come back, recalibrate, and we find another way. We don't go around bending our backs over. Absolutely not. Don't point or shift the blames on us. We are not the ones who got education to a scholarship from the government Liberia to go to Georgetown, to go to Penn State. Some of the schools that some of you can brag of that your monies did not pay for, but the government Liberia and some of the people who sponsor that, I did not. And I'm proud of saying that. I am proud. You see, when I talk about that I am satisfied with who I am, that I am comfortable in what I am, is because I know what I am is not driven off the backs of corruption or nepotism or getting aid from Ben and Ure. Absolutely. All right, I had a little bit of breakdown in my system and had to reset and stuff. So sorry about that. I had a little bit of breakdown in my system here. Apologize. I had a breakdown. You know, so that's what I'm saying. And let me go ahead and bring this to an end here. You know, but we'll be back again. We'll continue to talk. Y'all know me. I don't waste my time on foolishness. But we'll be back on here and we'll be here to talk. Good to the people know we'll continue to write our posts. We'll continue to go after some of you. We'll continue to fight for what we believe in. Because at the end of the day, this is not about you. It's about the people of Liberia. So continue your lives. We'll respond and we'll pour venom. I got more. Trust me, that douchebag will know it. There are a lot of different things that I'm going to unearth. You just watch. You'll have a good day, my people. Thank you. Nonsense guy. Ready? Let's do that.
This is an OY production.